Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Let's talk with Cynthia. If you're new to this channel, I say welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. First of all, let me clean this glasses. I see this white thing. Sorry. Now we're back. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for the support. I saw a lot of comments, a lot of positive comments on my videos, and I am just so grateful. Yeah, a few negative ones, but we're not going to dwell on that. Thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for sticking around for this girl. Thank you so much. So today we're just going to move into this video. Today I want to talk about things adjusting to the life abroad. Yeah, adjusting to the life abroad. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are coming as an African to not to Europe, or or you're going from Europe to another place, or from Ireland to Australia, from Nigeria to Ireland, or from Egypt to the United States. Just moving. Come now, I'm going to share based on my experience, and also based on what other people are saying and all that. So you can also compare with yours. I would like to know your experience too from the comment section. Have you moved from one place to another? How was it like adjusting to the life there? And did it? What are the points I'm going to make? Did it tally with what you also experienced when you moved? So let me start from the very beginning. The first thing you have to prepare your mind with is, the basic thing. You're missing people. You're going to miss family. You're going to miss friends. You're going to miss the environment. Now this is very important because people say, sometimes people say, oh, you know what, I'm leaving, okay, I'm going. We don't really know the magnitude of that missing. Sometimes even the person that you used to see on the street, and maybe you didn't take much notice of, when you move to a different environment, you find out that you start missing that person. Like, you start really missing that person. So that's the first thing. People, the first thing is, just be prepared that, oh, you're going to miss people. Definitely, most especially when you're moving alone, like you're moving and your parents are still in your home country, or wherever you're coming from, or then your family, your friends, most of your life is there. Just be prepared that, see, you will feel that part. You feel that certain degree of loneliness, that certain degree of whatever. Sometimes we get preoccupied with work and all that, and that that missing aspect will not be that much. But other times you just feel it like a hot pan. Pang! You just feel it. Oh my God, I miss this person. So that's one thing you should prepare for. Then the second thing is food. You see, when you talk about people, you talk about tummy. Food. You miss the food. You miss your local dishes. You miss your local food. You miss your whatever. I remember when I moved to the first time when I moved to Ireland, one box one box was filled with Nigerian food. Like, I had everything. I had yam. Like, imagine yam, 2 bags of yam in the box. I had fish. I had gari. So many things. One whole suitcase was filled with food. Just food. No clothes, no shoes, nothing. Food. So, so when you're moving abroad, the second thing is food. Like, you will find out that you'll find out that you really miss your local delicacy, your local dishes and all that. But the other thing is, with time you get to realize that, see, there are shops, there are stores that you can actually purchase those things. However, the taste of those things, like, let's say, the meat, the fish, the taste may not be as original as from your home country. It may not be as original, but at least it's there. At least it's there. So once in a while, when you're feeling that homesickness, when you're feeling, oh, I'm missing somebody, just go to that local shop and just get something. Like the Irish would like bacon and cabbage. Sometimes you will miss it. Sometimes you will just find out that you just miss that bacon and cabbage, or that Irish beef stew. You know, you just see that you miss that local dish. You really miss that taste, that particular that every country has a peculiar taste of dishes, and you find out that you just miss it. So what do you do? Just prepare your mind that you miss food. All right. So the third thing is childcare. Hmm. You see, I am breathing heavily because this one hits very, very hard. Like this one hits very hard. You know, if like in Nigeria, we is there's a sense of, let's say, community, a strong sense of community. Like you find out that when a woman gives birth, her mother, like in my tradition, that's machama, our mothers don't come to the house because is is a thing of, it's not shame, but there's this shyness. How can your mother see your husband? You understand? How can your mother see you or stay in the same house with your husband? You know, there's this one. So out of respect, our mothers don't come when we give birth. But definitely our aunties, our sisters, somebody, one or two people must come and stay with you for at least the first 3 months. You know, while in other traditions, the mothers, the mother, the woman's mother, the husband's mother, they will come and stay with you for at least for some months. You know, but so it's very like is this what's the name, you find out that there's a strong support system. There's a strong support system, but abroad you don't really have that. You don't really have that. You're basically alone. Like when I say alone, you're alone, just you and your husband, you and your partner. You are alone. You're alone from start to finish. And God help you if you have another baby, if you have, let's say, a toddler, or you have other children and you then give birth. You are alone, eh? You find strength. You realize that you have strength that you never knew you possess. Like you're strong. Eh? You do that. You will do that. I'm talking from experience. I've always been, people that know me, I've always been somebody that uh let's say, you will not call me the typical domesticated woman, like, oh, going to the kitchen, doing this. No, I've just always been work, work, work. Then I moved here, and oh my god, then I had my babies and all that, and I realized that I was strong. Waking up at night, the night feeding, then taking care of my other toddler, then doing this, then doing this. So childcare. Then this is one aspect of childcare, like, okay, baby stage, like you're alone. Then coming when you have toddlers, when you have children of primary school age, that's also another level of childcare. Even though they're not babies, that's another level of childcare. Most especially now, you have to work. You're coming into a country, you have to work to survive. Now I'm talking about, now you don't want to live on the system. You want to be able to support yourself. You want to give back to the society. You want to be able to support yourself financially. You want that financial independence. So you have to work, and then you need childcare. Somebody must take care of your children. Then you find out that childcare, when your children go to is expensive. Yeah. So you have to prepare for that. Not just not sometimes not even expensive. Sometimes they say you have to work on a Saturday. For example, the creches are closed on Saturday. Schools are closed on Saturday. How are you going to manage? So you will find out that you are navigating. There's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of whatever. Gone are the days that, oh, the woman is the one that will take care of the children. The man is the one that will sit down, or the woman will be the one to make dinner. The wife. You find out that there's a lot of compromises, a lot of fixing, a lot of tweaking of the norms. You're changing the norms. And all that. So just be ready when you're moving abroad. Be ready. Childcare is a different ball game. You may not have that strong family support system that you're used to in your home country. You may not have, you are basically alone. So just prepare yourself for childcare. Mm-hmm. Then the fourth thing that you need to prepare yourself when you're moving abroad is getting that job. Oh, starting career wise, starting your life career wise. Now this aspect, I've watched some videos and I heard people say abroad will humble you. Somebody said Canada will humble you. Ireland will humble you. Abroad will humble you. Like for so many for so many reasons, I've met a very wonderful, oh my god, a very wonderful lady, and here in Ireland, it just really, oh, great, great, great girl. And she told me one day that, oh, that she's moving to Canada. She's moving to Canada. And I was like, oh my God, you're moving. And she has a very good career here. And she's moving. She said she's moving to Canada. I said, oh my God. So I asked her, okay, what are you going to do when you move to Canada? She said, okay, the first thing, she's going to get a job as a waitress. She's going to get a job as a waitress or something in a restaurant, just so that she can meet people and so that she can get something. You see, so when you're moving abroad, you're basically starting from the scratch. You're sometimes, unless, now that's an exception to this, unless you moved abroad with that job in your hand. Let's say, okay, you're a nurse, and from your home country you got that nursing gig, you got the job, pam, 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 in your hand, and you're moving to that country. Or let's say you got a job as a healthcare assistant from your home country, and you're moving to that other country. Or you got a job as a doctor, or you're moving to that country with a career, with your job in your hand. If you're just moving without anything, and you're just moving, just be ready. Now I'm going, there are exceptions. Now all these rules and all these things that I'm saying, there are exceptions. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. Now there are some people that are lucky, that will just come from the first job they've gotten. They are just moving into that said career. They're just moving into, let's say in your home country, you were an administrator, or you were a project manager, or you're just something in your home country. Then moving into this country, you start applying for such roles, and boom, you got it. So there are exceptions. There are people that are that lucky, and boom, they've gotten their dream career. Okay, but there are some that, majority, you just have to make up your mind. Just make up your mind that, see, anything, because you have to survive. Now this is survival. You are in survival mode. Okay, you have to eat, you have to live, you have to pay the bills. So that way, just zero your mind that, see, this is one aspect that I'm going to this one thing I'm going to experience. That's that little setback, understand, that little setback of career. So you find out that there may be a little, maybe you were this in your home country, you move to another country, and you find out that you are starting from here. Now let me give you hope. I'm a woman of faith. I believe. Now you're here in this country. Don't ever, don't ever lose your sight that you will get to here. Don't ever lose your focus that you will get to here. Even though you're starting here, don't ever lose your focus that you will get here. Every day, as you're here, every day, your eyes should be here. Don't ever lose your focus. Now that's one aspect that I see so many losing it. They sometimes, because of you find like, oh, even though you're starting here, your finances is kind of higher than what you were earning in your home country. So many people, they kind of forget to say, okay, you know what, since I'm earning, okay, I'm okay, I can stay. Then we become complacent. Complacency, and become, okay, yeah, it's okay, I'll continue. And then you find that people are kind of stuck. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they're still not, they're still in the same career, even though financially they're increasing, but it's the same career. So if you're still, sometimes, okay, there are still exceptions. Sometimes you realize that, oh my God, I never knew I had this passion for this job here. I never, now you see, I'm not mentioning any jobs. Okay, so you put whatever it is there. So you find out that, oh, I never knew I had this passion for this career. So it's a new discovery for you, so you remained. It's okay. But if you still feel that, see, I'm not fulfilled, what do? You look for, okay, this gap here, how do I fill it? Should I go back to college? Should I do some job experiences here and there? How can I improve myself to be able to upgrade myself from here to this level? I leave you with that. It's a rhetorical question, but I leave you with that. But also, I leave you with the hope that, see, with your vision in your right in front of you, with your target right in front of you, you can actually attain. You can actually move forward. All right, and thank God. Most Western systems, it's a fairer system. You're in a fairer society, in a fairer community, or country or society, where when you put in the work, you get the reward. So just put in the work